Good Thursday evening, everybody. It's May the 25th, and just like the famous Tina Turner song,
What's Doug got to do with it?
I know a private dancer. It's Doug, actually. How you doing? Nice to
I
see
dance
you,
for
Doug.
some money right about now. Yeah.
Oh, poor Tina Turner, dead at 83 this past week.
She had some troubles, didn't she? Liver
Here,
and kidney and something
oh,
else.
oh, was it? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just knew that she was.
Now, do you take Tina? Do you think she had like a rough life? She partied pretty good, or do you think it's just 83 caught up to her?
I think it's probably both. I bet she had some. She was a megastar in the late 70s and all through the 80s. And if I know anything about megastars in the 80s, it's cocaine.
Tina Cocaine Turner, is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying that I bet she had some of it.
It was probably around her.
She tried it once.
I'm sure it was around her vicinity.
Yeah, I think that was a very party time.
Yeah. Well, she was. You're right. She kind of was an icon twice, right? Like even in the '60s, her and Ike were big.
Yeah, was that the 60s? That was that long, eh?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Late 60s, early 70s.
Yep.
And then she got humongous in the 80s
Huge.
with her solo stuff. Private Dancer.
Yeah.
Simply the best.
Better than all the rest.
Yeah. What was the one that you said?
What's Doug got to do with it?
What's Doug got to do with it? Yeah. There's a lot of, she had a lot of hits.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that song with Rod Stewart?
Did she do a Ryan Adams one too? Maybe.
Yes. What was that?
Thunderdome.
Oh, man, what was that?
Thunderdome?
Was it Thunderdome with Bryan Adams?
No, that was with Sting. Did I if I ever told you my Tina Turner story?
No, go on.
A billion years ago when I was like traveling Europe, I was painting yachts, but not like artistically painting yachts, like painting the side of yachts. It was horrible because the wind kept blowing, and then we'd have to resand it and do it again the next day. It was just bullshit. However, these guys that I had met were living in Antibes in France, so I ended up going back with them and hanging out there for a while, which at the time was like the most expensive real estate in the world. So I was told. I didn't price it. However, she had like a villa, and she wanted to wake up so she could see the Italian Alps from her bed in her bedroom. So she had like 6 of their friends, 3 on each side of the bed with her in it, lying, lifting it up and moving it around to see where it should be, so she got the view she wanted when she woke up. And I was like, that sounds pretty great.
Yeah. I would like. So she sleep. So hold on. I was also trying to fix something here. So let me let's see if I understood this correctly. She was lying in bed sleeping.
Yeah. Well, no, she was awake. I assume they were just courting her around.
And she's like, "I like this view. Leave it here."
Right, but I imagine she probably had a little fun with it, and I was like, "Well, try over there an inch, try over here an inch."
Yeah, to the left.
Yep.
To the right.
Yep. Skeet, 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 skeet.
Yeah. So the Bryan Adams song was "It's Only Love."
Oh yeah, I remember that one now. A lot like What's Love Got to Do with it.
Similar,
but,
yeah.
But different.
This is like, she's like, "What's love got to do with it?" And then he's like, "Man, it's only love." So I think he's saying nothing. It's got nothing to do with it.
Tell me this. Was that from like a Robin Hood movie by chance?
No, the Robin Hood song was something else. It was Bryan Adams.
Okay. I'm getting them a little mashed up.
Well, hold on.
No.
Speak too soon. Everything I do it for you was.
Oh yeah. That song had a lot of romance to it.
Everything I do it for you, or It's Only Love.
Both, a lot of romance.
Bryan Adams, so romantic.
Yeah. Is he like your favorite Canadian superstar? Little Ange.
Oh, let's see. Let's rank Bryan Adams there. I think Bryan Adams is the poor man John Cougar Mellencamp.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Little Ange, thanks for the raid.
Yes, thank you.
Welcome, viewers of Little Ange's cycling adventure.
Where? Oh, that sounds deluxe.
Where were you cycling to today, Little Ange? How you doing? Nice to see you.
Yes, thanks for showing up.
Nice. A raid and everything.
I know. Raid kills bugs dead.
It does, yeah. So I have the dog this week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's back there smashing at the door, wanting outside.
Well, if nothing else, she's consistent.
Yeah, I think I don't know why. I think she just is bored.
Well,
I'm gonna go let her out. In the meantime, you just simmer on the old Tina Turner thing. Talk to Little Ange, who cycled in Brazil, and friends. Welcome, friends. Be right back.
Are you in Brazil right now? That's crazy cool. With a smart trainer. Traveling the world indoors. Yeah. Cool. I think I used to do something like that at Good Life. You could kind of like do like the virtual bike tours. It was fun. What's been your favorite destination thus far? Germany? Yeah. Were you in the Alps, or were you just elsewhere? Hopefully you weren't biking on the Autobahn.
Back. She was being bad. She didn't listen to me.
Oh.
I don't like it when she does that.
How bad was she?
Sounds like
pretty
a
bad
comedy sketch, but like I let her out. That's fine. But then she knows to stay on our property, but then she didn't. She just wandered over to the neighbors, and I'm like, I called her 3 times and she didn't come. That made me angry.
Yeah.
Because she's usually pretty good, but her just like flat out pretending like she can't hear me.
When you know she can.
Come on.
Come on.
She Get with the program.
Yep.
Anyway, what are you working on, Doug?
I'm working on a little face.
Face.
Oh, we got some red. Why are we red blocks?
Red blocks.
Now we're green blocks. Our bit rate. I got my thumb covered in black paint.
Okay.
I'm gonna go get some paper towel to clean myself up. So I'll be back in a hot second. I didn't have any in here, sorry.
That's fine. How's everybody doing? Let's see. I'm going to catch up on chat. You're cycling in Brazil with a smart trainer. Hey, Bia, how you doing? Nice to see you with us. Italy, Germany. Germany was beautiful. Nice. Bigacy. Hey, Angry Panda, how you doing? You're tired. Me as well. Had a long week. I have tomorrow off, which is a delight. I'm looking forward to not working tomorrow. I think it's going to be.
What are you going to do with your time off?
I had a lot of so I worked last weekend.
Yep.
So a lot of things like my house and my chores have taken a backseat.
Yeah.
I would also, on Friday, gonna do I'm working on a record thing, mixing.
Like a deal?
I'm mixing Lucas's record.
So like our mutual friend, Lucas?
That's right. I'll be doing a little bit more work on that on the weekend, and I'm working on a cover of a couple of songs to see if I want to continue with that. I might give that a go, and I'm meeting a friend at a Taekwondo tournament on Saturday.
As one does.
I'm not there for the Taekwondo. I'm there for the friend.
Right.
Because I Taekwondo don't.
That's fair. I bet you're pretty good at that.
Taekwondo-ing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Say I'm an expert. How about you? You got any big plans for the weekend?
No, not at all actually, which is quite fine with me.
Did you do anything last weekend on the long weekend?
Yeah, I went to the cottage. Just hung out there by myself. It's great. Watch the water go by, watch life go by. It's good.
Yeah.
Even on the
looking
stormy
forward
day,
to
it was
getting-
kind of nice.
Looking forward to getting in the water this year.
Yeah?
Haven't been in yet.
Is it ready for you, the water?
I don't think so. I think it's still too cold.
Yeah. I would.
I think last
Probably
year
agree
I
with
was
that.
in May 30th,
Oh, okay.
but then not again until like mid-June, maybe even late June.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Yeah.
All by myself. All by myself. Don't wanna be.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
I don't mind it at all.
There's worse things.
There are worse things. I like this little owl friend here. Whose little owl, wavy owl is this? Bia? I like it.
Oh, yeah. Some nice hooters.
Oh, looks like everybody came from Little Ange's stream. That's nice. Not about the sound, the feeling. See, that's right. Never felt more alone than when I sing to you, right? Celebrity birthdays today. Are you interested, Doug?
Oh, yeah. Tell me all about it.
Okay, it's Michael Myers' birthday today.
The comedian or the murderer?
The comedian.
Okay.
He slays at comedy.
Yeah, I know the guy. How old? Ooh. I was gonna ask you how old he is, but you want me to guess.
I want you to guess.
He's older than I'd like to think. I'm gonna say he's 63.
He's 60. He was born in 63.
Mm-hmm. Well, that would make him,
Close.
yeah, 60.
He was also born in Scarborough, Ontario.
Yeah, I knew he was a Canuck.
Mm-hmm. I was also born in Scarborough, Ontario.
Do you know each other?
No, we're quite a couple years apart.
Fair, but he might have been around. He might have been at the
Oh, I don't
hospital
think he. I
performing
don't
or
think he
something.
stayed at the hospital. I think he
No?
might have gone home
Oh.
at some point.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong. And it's Anne Heche's birthday today.
She's no longer with us.
That's right. It would be her birthday today.
Yeah. That's it?
When did she pass? 2022.
Yeah. She had a car accident.
Oh, car crash. Yeah.
Didn't go well.
That's sad.
Yeah. But I'm guessing she would have been 60.
Now I got to do the math. She's born in 69.
Oh. So no, she'd have been like 54.
58? 54.
Mm.
So no birth buddies, no birth buddies. Michael Myers or not birth buddies. Do you have a favorite Michael Myers movie, Doug?
Um, I like the Austin Powers. I thought they were, for what they were, I enjoyed them. How about you?
I didn't think I would like Wayne's World, but I did really enjoy Wayne's World.
Mm-hmm.
The Austin Powers movies are okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that 3 is tiring.
Right. It was more of a money grab, I think, at that point.
I'm trying to think of what other movies there are. Let's see. Filmography. Oh, So I Married an Axe Murderer is actually pretty funny. It's not great, but it's pretty funny.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've seen that one.
Shrek. Shrek is probably.
Oh, the Shreks are good. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. I tell you what's not great is The Cat in the Hat.
No, not good at all.
No.
Didn't need to be made, done, or anything.
No, didn't need to be thought about.
No.
just leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say Shrek is probably his best movie.
I think you're spot on there. Spot on.
You liked Cat in the Hat? Come on, Little Ange. No, or Bia. No, you didn't. Let me tell you what you liked. I do remember this discussion briefly. I know that we had. I think we were talking about the worst movies ever made, and that one came up. So we were talking about Bryan Adams and Tina Turner earlier, and we were talking about Bryan Adams' song "Everything I Do It for You," which was in the movie Robin Hood.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this one scene that I really love in that movie. I don't like a lot of the movie, but I really love this one scene because it's very clearly this man's acting debut. And they're going into the castle for the hanging, and there's just a guy standing at the gate going, "No blades, no bows, leave your weapons here.
That's
No
right.
blades, no bows, leave your weapons here."
Wow,
The
good
way he
memory.
was doing it, the way he was doing it, and the look on his face, I'm just like, that. This is the first speaking role this guy's ever had,
Yeah.
and it might be his last.
Yes, I. But now that you say that, I actually remember that. That's funny. What sticks with you?
Yeah. No blades, no bows. Leave your weapons here.
Yeah.
But it's like, would you? That kind of thing never made any sense to me, because if you had a really nice sword,
Yeah.
it probably cost you everything to get it,
Right.
and you're just gonna leave it at the gate with some,
Some new actor.
handed doorman.
Yeah. Seems wrong.
I don't think he would.
Nope, I wouldn't.
Yeah. Cat. It's not Cat in the Hat. I'll tell you that much.
No.
10 songs that became more popular than the movies they were made for. Bryan Adams, that's the one.
That song's the one?
Yeah. Knocking on Heaven's Door by Bob Dylan was made for Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid in 1973.
Oh.
No one knew that.
I definitely didn't know that.
New York, New York, covered by Frank Sinatra, was in a movie, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Can't Help Fall in Love, Elvis Presley, was written for the movie Blue Hawaii, starring...
Elvis Presley.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you think he just made music for his movies, kind of like Will Smith?
Elvis?
Yeah.
No, he was popular before the movies.
No, I know, but like, he would like make the soundtrack for his movies. I would wonder.
Like Wild Wild West, you mean?
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think that song was written for that movie. Same with Gangster's Paradise by Coolio.
Oh, I was thinking of the Thong Song by Cisco, but that's a different everything.
Different everything. And the movie,
But no less a great song. It's a great song.
Very different. Do you know what movie Gangster's Paradise was in?
I do, because Michelle Pfeiffer's in it,
That's right.
but I don't know the name of it.
It's called Dangerous Minds.
That's the one, which they named a TV
Michelle
show
Pfeiffer.
after. Which they named a TV show after as well.
They did.
I don't believe they're related.
Criminal Minds.
Oh, that's the one. That is the one. Yep, that's what I'm thinking about. Criminals' Minds.
Criminals' Minds.
I love them.
Okay, if you could remake any movie, what would you remake? Okay, wait. Before you answer this question, I'm gonna ask you this question in two different ways.
Okay.
What movie would you remake and people know it's a remake? And then, after you answer that question, what movie would you remake that would replace the original?
Gosh, this is a challenging challenge.
Yeah, and the reason I asked the second question is because I think the one that replaces it is the kind of thing like, you could take a good premise that ended up being a bad movie and make it a good movie.
I have an answer for that one.
Yeah, because you could remake a thing. Now, the other one where you're remaking something that was already existed, it's almost like what we do with the recasting, but you could just, Yeah, either twist it or keep it the same or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have the one I would redo completely is a movie called Mask. Do you remember that movie?
I do, with
Yeah.
Eric Stoltz
Oh,
and
yeah.
Cher.
Yep. Yep. That's the one. I think I'd redo that. I think it could stand a modern uptick. Um, the one that I would redo and recast and remake is I think I would do Man in the Iron Mask. I don't know what it is with me and Mask tonight. But make it like really dark.
Oh, yeah,
Like
that's a
almost like
good
a
one.
horror movie.
Would you recast it, or would you put Leonardo DiCaprio in it again?
Well, that was the pickle. He kind of looked too fresh when he got out of his mask. Like he would have had some serious
Fresh.
ingrown beard hairs and yeah, like it. Yeah. So I mean, I think you would like his skin wouldn't have seen the light of day for decades.
I don't think I even saw that movie. Was it a good movie?
I don't recall it being horrible, but
1998. Holy smokes! I didn't know it's that
yeah, it's probably bad.
late. Vigo Mortensen,
Oh yeah, yeah. Old Vigs.
John Malkovich, Jeremy Irons, Gerard Depardieu,
Yeah, it's quite the cast.
Peter Sarsgaard.
Oh, I like him. It's a very male cast. Is there no females in it? Must have been a love interest somewhere.
Anna Parilou.
Not Anna Nicole Smith?
No, no, was she in there? Wow, it does not it, it did not do well with the critics. It's a 32% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, so I think it could stand to be redone.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I know I'm right.
So for me, the one that I would remake that known to be a remake. That's a tough one, but I think I need to think of it though. But the one that I would remake and replace is I would remake Cat in the Hat and replace it with no film.
Just a hard no.
Just, just it's not a film
Just,
at all.
just we're not doing this. There's just no way around it. It's
Yeah,
not happening.
I would remake that film with the Dr. Seuss book.
Right, and just read it. You'd replace it with a PDF.
Digital release of the book.
An editable PDF. That's it.
It's funny, every time I'm down here and by the computer, the dog gets very needy.
Well, probably because you're
Like,
paying
who
more
are you
attention to
talking
the Computron as you are to the dog.
Well, I think it's because I'm talking, and she's like, "Who are you even talking to? You should be talking to me."
That's fair. I can understand her dilemma.
You watching anything good these days, Doug?
Um, I watched actually some of the Fast and the Furious where the new movie's coming out. Um, didn't need to watch them, but I did. Um, I didn't realize how ridiculous they got.
Yeah. So
Um,
what are you on?
all I
Nine?
had really access to um, on Crave was well, I
One?
only care once Jason Statham's in the movie. Hi, Harte. Um, So he was in 7, I assume 8, 9, and now 10. But 8 isn't on Crave, like 7 and 9 were. So I watched those two. And then I just discovered that the 10th one is actually 3 movies. So,
Oh,
yeah, I didn't know that. So this is the first of 3.
have they filmed them all? Like they just filmed them all and then they're gonna trickle them out?
I would guess. I mean, someone could die between now and then, right? They've gone through that, so.
Oh yeah, with Paul.
Paul Walker.
Oh, that's it, Walker.
Yeah.
I knew he had a last name. I just didn't know what it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey Hart, how you doing? Nice to see you, Hart. Hope things are well. You could replace it with an NFT. That's so funny.
Doable.
Like critics know anything? Yeah, that's. I think the thing with a movie, and you know, to be fair to Bia and Cat and Hat, is a movie is good if you enjoy it.
Yeah.
I think the Rotten Tomatoes thing with Iron Mask being 32% is like only about 32% of people are going to enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. Is that how you feel it translates?
I think probably.
Cool.
I mean, yeah, I think probably. Maybe not, because John Wick has a 94%.
I like the
think there's
John
a lot
Wicks.
of people. I love the John Wicks, but I think there's probably a lot of people that don't like the John Wicks.
What do they know? They know they like something else. That's all.
That's right.
There's something for everybody, you know? It's kind of like I saw Matt Damon's having a feud with Margot Robbie because their movies come out on the same day. And then, oddly, Matt Damon was like, ceasefire. People can choose to go to both movies if they want. It's like, of course they can. Don't be a dick.
What? So it was a fake thing to promote their movies.
Exactly, yeah. Because no one gives a shit about either of them.
Bia's unpopular opinion, Paul Walker should have been renamed Paul Driver.
Yeah.
He did do more driving than walking.
Well, that is how he passed, too, wasn't it? He had a car accident.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he had a Porsche.
It's a bad look.
Yeah.
Hart likes the painting.
Thanks, Harte.
I'm also liking it. It's a bit dark.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, it's I'll show you. Let me show you, not tell you. I'm basing it off my friend Sophie.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Soapy tea.
Soapy tea?
Yeah.
Nobody likes soapy flavored anything.
You know her as Sophie Thatcher from the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, indeed.
But yeah, she's been doing
But
some
you know
fun.
her as soapy tea.
I do. Yeah. Do you want some chai? No, I'll have some of that soapy tea, please.
You know, what's the soapiest tea do you have?
I'll have a dose of that. That'll be great.
I feel so bad for the cilantro people.
With the last name Cilantro?
Yeah, them too, but there's a subset of the population that tastes cilantro. It tastes like soap.
Yeah. I've heard that. I don't have that affliction. Do you?
I don't either. No, I love cilantro. I think it's delicious.
Yeah, I took you as a cilantro lover.
There's not a lot of foods I hate. So.
Also fair.
But I feel bad for those that can't, you know?
But how do you feel about
the cilantro soapy herb thing, Angry Panda? Does anybody here have the soapy cilantro business?
I don't. I think I get the flavor that was intended. Unless the flavor was soap, and then I don't get that.
Oh, my goodness.
What happened? Did you fall? Sound like you fell.
The dog's playing around the thing, around the where I'm sitting, and she keeps smacking into the.
That's because she's mad.
I don't think she's mad. She seems to be having a good time.
Nah.
I did scare her with this. I don't know. It's like a sticker.
Don't be scaring your dog. It's not nice.
She's growling at me now. She's a good dog. Except she did try and bite somebody.
Not you.
Not me. She would never dare. So
Are you
May's
watching
almost over.
anything?
We're almost at,
Oh, sorry.
am
Yeah.
I? Yes. Also, yes. I am watching. Okay, this one's a little weird. Weird choice for me. Oh, maybe we talked about this last time. I started watching Dollface.
I'm not sure. I don't really remember.
The poor man's Zoe Deschanel.
Oh, that girl. Yep. Poor girls or something. Whatever. They're Two Broke Girls.
Yeah. What's her name?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Anyway, I really like her, and I like her in this. I think she's good. I was enjoying the first, like, I get that it's not for me. It's not made for me. But I was enjoying it up until a point, and then it just kind of got.
Not enjoyable.
I think there's a limited life for most sitcoms, and that limited life is about 14 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So about half a season. And sometimes that half a season that's good isn't until the second or third season of the show itself, because they need to build the characters and they need to find the voice, and the writers have to get used to it. And sometimes it's the first 14 episodes and then it gets crummy.
Mm-hmm.
There are obviously shows that are better than that and that transcend that kind of thing, like Arrested Development or Brooklyn Nine-Nine or The Office, like some of the classics that stand the test of time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think most of them have about 14 good episodes.
Cool. What's your feeling on 30 Rock?
I love 30 Rock. I've watched it a couple of times.
Okay. I've never watched it.
Oh yeah. So I guess it depends on your sense of humor.
I think I would like it.
I think you would probably like it. I really like Tina Fey, like a lot.
Yeah.
So
You think she's hot? Yeah.
I think she's smart.
Yeah. Okay.
I think she's smart, and I think she's funny,
Yeah.
and those two things go a long way.
Yeah, that's fair. I like Alec Baldwin.
And he's amazing in 30 Rock.
Yeah.
His character is perfect, and he plays it perfectly.
That character is who I hope to grow up to be.
I could see you in the remake of 30 Rock. Jim Donaghy.
You think I have a shot?
Sure.
Nice. All I need's a chance.
You watched Dollface last week. You like it. It's weird in a good way, and I think that's right. I think so too. I just don't know how much legs it has. I'm not like completely done with it yet, but I definitely want to get. I don't know. I want to get through the first season all the way, and I think there's a break. Like I think they did the first season, and then the pandemic hit.
Ah.
Fairly new show, and then I think they picked it back up in 2022 or 2021. I don't. What year is it now?
23.
Ooh, geez, they're really just flying by, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, you have the same weird soapy. No, this is a no soap herb household. So cilantro for both y'all. Not good. Okay, get out of the way, y'all. The dog plays this game where she puts the ball under the couch and then I have to get it.
Sounds like a good game.
Yeah, great game for her.
Yeah. Well, I think that's.
I got a stick now.
I think her focus is her, if I'm hearing things properly.
That's true. So yeah, that and so I'm all caught up on Yellow Jackets.
Yeah.
And
How you
I
finding it?
Finished. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's as good as last season.
Right.
How about you?
Can we talk about it? Are we spoiling anything?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was going to be a little more intense. Because they kept going. I waited. I didn't watch it until Sunday actually. So I saw a post
Yeah.
about how it was like it's a defining episode of why Natalie's the way Natalie is. Which I mean, I get that what happened could shape things, but I just thought it would be more. And then you just are really going down like a wild ride of like Misty's
Are we
life.
talking about the hobby thing?
Hobby, yeah. I was like, what's her hobby? Shooting? Yeah, hobby. But it's like, like she let him die twice at that point.
That's true. That is true. And she had just finished having a moment with him where...
Well, his brother and him, yeah. He was trying to save her.
Yeah. And also, like, where they both sort of forgave her for that first time.
Yeah, and there she is, so... Yeah.
Doing it again.
Yeah.
Well,
And how do you feel about Lottie? Like,
never
do you
liked her.
No? Like young or old or either?
Both.
Yeah.
She just let Shauna beat the shit out of her?
Yeah, that was interesting. Like, to the point where she almost isn't going to make it. And, like, you stop and think about it, and Shauna's the one that's gone the craziest, right?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, well, they've all gone pretty off the rails.
What did you think
I
about...
think the most
oh, yeah, go ahead.
One is the most sane one is Van, right? She's the only one that's trying to... Well, I guess not with the
Well, she's got...
people eating.
Oh, yeah, well, she ate some people. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Misty's just next level. Which I do find it interesting. Like, why do you think they try to make that the comic relief also? Just because it's so heavy?
Must be. Like it's so heavy, it's pushed out the other side into absurdity.
Yeah, kinda. I would wonder.
I I I do really like Christina Ricci in this.
Oh yeah,
I'm not
she's.
sure I like the character as much, but I think she's doing an excellent job
Mm-hmm.
portraying her. Oh, I
Agreed.
wanted to ask you this: the theme song,
Yep.
that's Juliette Lewis, right?
No, Alanis Morissette.
What?
Yep.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh. Because it sounds like I could hear Juliette Lewis's voice in there, but
She might be in it, but yeah, it's. But she has a band too. But from what I saw on the soundtrack on Spotify, it said the theme song was by Alanis.
oh. Yeah. It's a cover of what though?
Oh, I don't know. I never got the impression it was a cover.
It's a cover. Let me look it up here. I gotta read a 600-word article to find out the answer. Hmm. What's it called? No return. Song by Anna Warnaker and Greg Wedren? Who's the actor there? Let's have a look. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna
Cool.
look it up in the real Googles. Oh, so it was the team that scored the stuff, wrote the song, and then Alanis Morissette covered it for the theme.
Oh, okay.
Ah, okay. Yeah. It's so the guys from a band called Shudder to Think and the girls from a band called That Dog, which I don't know. I do know Shudder to Think. I don't know That Dog. 2 records? 3 records? I got her. Okay. Alanis Morissette it is.
Crazy. Are you a big Alanis fan?
I'm a medium Alanis fan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think that record's pretty good, but
The Pill?
The jagged little one.
Yeah, that's the one. She was what,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
24 then? Maybe?
Yeah, she's pretty young. And she was a Mouseketeer before that.
Like just before?
She's from Ottawa.
Yep, she's Canadian. She dated the Ryan Reynolds. I believe
And-
after he was married to ScarJo.
Oh. And what's his name from Bob Saget's friend there?
Oh, cut it out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Joey. Uncle Joey.
Uncle Joey.
She was never married to him, but that's what that song was about.
That's the theory. I don't know if it's true. I will say that she was really good in Dogma.
Yeah, as God.
Yeah, she's a pretty decent actress.
Did you like her in Weeds?
Yeah, loved her in Weeds.
I don't know.
No?
I just hated Andy so much that like anyone who liked Andy, I was just like, you're useless.
Oh, you're... If you like Andy, you and I can't be friends.
That's essentially. Oh, totally. Yeah, 200%. I mean, I had such love for. Oh God, what's her name? Nancy Botwin. What was the actress's name? Mary Louise Parker. Loved her.
Yeah, she's great.
She brought out all the feelings, but when she started to fall for Andy, I was like, I don't know that I can continue.
What? That was her brother.
No, it was her brother-in-law.
Oh yeah. Andy was...
Her husband's brother.
What was her husband's name?
He was the dead guy.
He was the dead guy. That's right. I don't think that was his name, though.
I don't remember.
Yeah, well, maybe I don't remember that show very well, if they got together.
They didn't really, but she just...
Judah.
He was in love with her, and they kind of just gave it some glimmer. But no, I don't think anything ever really went anywhere, which was good.
Be funny to remake Weeds now where weed is legal.
Well, that, and the other thing is, it was funny. I was talking to Sabotage, and she was like, everyone should watch Weeds because then you know why a life insurance policy is important. Because if her husband had just taken out like a $2 million life policy at, $100 a month, she never would have had to sell drugs or sleep with all those drug dealers.
I think she enjoyed sleeping with those drug dealers.
Well, I don't know that we can say that.
I don't know, man. I think she was, what's the word? Steward of her own sexuality.
Fair. Judah. Well done, Bia.
Yeah, that's the one.
Judah. Pretty sure that's a Gaga song.
Weeds, eh? I wonder if that's worth a rewatch. Probably not.
I mean, it had some great one-liners, but I think overall, no. Like, what are the kids doing now? Like, what's Cyrus and the young buck doing? Are they still acting?
Good question. Let me look it up. I didn't like Shane in the thing.
Shane, that's the other one.
I didn't like his character, and I didn't like the actor.
Yeah, he was pretty annoying. I mean, I think he was intended to be, but he was like a little extra annoying.
Okay, so Alexander Gould, who played Shane,
Mm-hmm.
was in Finding Nemo, Finding Dory, Bambi 2.
Oh.
Looks like a fair bit of
Like voice acting?
voice acting. Superman Unbound, which I think is also a
Porno?
animated series. The opposite of that. Yeah, so mostly a voice actor, it seems now.
That makes sense.
Why? Because he's ugly.
Yeah.
Hunter Parrish is
Cyrus?
Silas.
Is it Silas? Oh, my bad.
There's some stuff here. Looks not great. Yeah. He's working, that's for sure.
Okay. What about Celia Hodes? What's she doing these days?
Celia Hodes is
I can't remember her name, her real life name. She was a big actress once.
Elizabeth Perkins.
That's the one.
Yeah, she was in Big and the Flintstones and Sharp Objects. I keep seeing this. I don't know if it's worth watching.
Is she in it?
Yeah, she's in it. 28 Days. Must Love Dogs.
How old would she be? Like, she seemed old in Weeds, and that was probably 20 years ago.
She's in Barry with what's his face?
Barry. Yeah, I know who you mean.
Yeah.
Bill Hader?
Bill Hader.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Hader. And Sarah Goldberg.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
Darcy
Sarah
Carden.
Silverman.
Darcy Carden, who I love. She was Janet in...
Oh, The Good Place?
Yeah.
Cool.
What was the question about Elizabeth Perkins? Oh, how old?
Age. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
I'm going to go 63 again. I don't know how old anyone is.
Very close. 62. She's 62 years old.
Yeah.
The trick is to take out a larger policy on your wife than on yourself. Otherwise, you end up stabbed. Yeah, but if your wife ends up stabbed, then you're the first person they look at.
That's right. Sounds like a lot of premeditation going on there, little panda. Little panda. Angry panda. Little, just mashed you guys up. Little panda.
Panda and an angry Ange.
Well, in that scenario, it might be. It just might be.
What were we talking about before this?
Oh, the stuff we were talking about. I don't know.
Oh, right. Yeah, Yellow Jackets. And then the one thing that I did want to bring up about shows and new shows and shows that I've been watching is I've been watching a show called Mrs. Davis.
Oh, the AI thing.
The Nun and the AI.
Oh, I keep thinking the Nun is the AI.
No, the Nun is...
the Nun. She's the nun on the run.
Yeah, it's bizarre, and it was... I really enjoyed it. I liked it.
You're through it?
I'm through it, yeah. and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Again, I don't like the trickling out of things, and I think if these streaming services get smart, they will drop 5 episodes and then go week to week.
Yeah, allow you to get invested.
Yeah, binge to investment and then string them along.
Yep. That might be a good dating process. Binge me until you're invested, but now I'm just gonna string you along.
Oh, rude.
It's not for me. For you.
I don't think I could be that rude.
Oh, I think you could.
I don't think I could. I think if anybody was willing to date me, I'll let them do whatever they want.
You have carte blanche.
Oh, you want to see me again tomorrow? Absolutely. Oh, you
Yeah.
don't want to see me for 3 months? I'll see you in 3 months.
Yep. Yeah, this is on you.
Yeah, the Mrs. Davis things. I think it's well worth a watch.
Okay.
I don't think there's a second season.
Oh, it's like a one and done.
I don't know. I guess I don't know how well it's being received.
Mm-hmm.
You could look it up. They called it a comedy dramedy.
I thought it was just a dramedy. Is it now a double thing?
No, it's a dramedy for sure. Will there be a season 2?
Do you want there to be?
I don't think there needs to be. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they could leave it. They could not do a season 2.
Gotcha.
Oh, I like this idea though. Is Mrs. Davis getting a season 2? It's a complicated question. But season 2 might not be a continuation of this story. It would be a story set in the same universe.
Like an
with different
anthology?
people. So, yeah, like an anthology. And that I would be keen on. I think they've built a world that could be explored from different perspectives on this one.
Cool. Oh, thanks for the lunch. Go shopping. Tell all your friends.
There's prints up for sale too. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. Just kind of been trickling those out to see what the flavor appetite might be. So yeah.
And this is an honest question. This is not a leading question.
Okay.
Say no. Could somebody pick something they would like to see a print of?
Oh, totally. Yeah. And we could get that done.
Well. Also, oh my god, what are you barfing up over there? I guess you guys can't hear the dog barfing.
No.
Also, a lot of the originals are for sale, right?
True. A lot of them are.
any big summer plans, Doug? Summer's coming. It's not summer yet, but it's close.
No, not really. I think I'm just gonna try to have a repeat of last summer. Wow, that is not a good eye. Um, I will fix that. Um, yeah, no, I think I just kind of would like to spend some time at the cottage as much as possible, and I just like make it feel like summer as much as possible and as long as possible. How about you?
Yes, the same, I think.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of lake days planned.
Yeah.
No big trips planned.
Okay.
Still thinking about Portugal in October.
Oh, right. Yeah, yeah.
I've got a couple comedy shows on the books already, but there's might be some more. I might travel to go see some comedy. I'm not
Oh,
sure,
nice.
but I've got tickets to Anthony Jeselnik and Bill Burr,
Mm-hmm.
and Jimmy Carr is here next week, and I might see if I can snag a single seater somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it's at Scotiabank Center, which sucks.
Yeah.
So, and because I didn't buy tickets early, that's why I'm thinking like day of the show, see if there's any singles in the first 15 rows for a reasonable price.
Mm-hmm.
And if not, then I'll wait and see him next time. Or never see him. Those are the options.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's good to have options.
Yeah, that's right. Because remember, we saw
Gaffigan.
Jim Gaffigan 3 rows back, and we got tickets the day of.
Yep. We sure did.
And those were good seats. 3 rows.
Yep. Agreed.
What about everybody else? Anybody got big summer plans? Summer's almost here. I mean, it's May. It's May. I might be jumping the gun a little bit, but
I don't think so. I think you're on point.
so Yellow Jacks is done this Friday or next Friday?
Like for good?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like there's a lot more to go.
Which probably means a season 3, right?
Oh, there's definitely a season 3. Oh, did you know that Sophie Thatcher and Pedro Pascal were in a sci-fi together?
No. What was that?
2018 sci-fi film, low budget, made a dirty universe with poop tubes. It's pretty good. I think it's called Prospect.
Okay.
I might be wrong. Let me have a look here. Yeah, Prospect.
Interesting.
Yeah, I might want to watch that. I like sci-fi. I like both of those actors.
Mm-hmm.
Where can I watch it? Anybody seen that movie? Ooh, okay. Let's see. Your plan is not to melt away and stay inside as much as possible. And little Ange, your little panda's parents are visiting, so road trip to Montreal. That's cool. And visit few places like Lunenburg over the summer. That's lots of lovely Nova Scotia places.
Yeah.
PEI is good. You guys have been there before. It's very delightful. I would go again to PEI.
The PEI, yeah.
Yeah. A fan of the lobster and seafood there. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Prime Video. Nope. You can rent it. You can't see it. It's not free. Well, you really did fix that eye, eh?
Oh, thanks.
You said, I don't like this eye, I'm going to fix it. And then next time I looked over, it was fixed.
Oh, perfect.
You got any big weekend plans, Doug?
Not really, no. Pretty pretty low key lately. Might go to the beach. I don't know. Stuff. See what go for a hike. Who knows?
Ooh. So I did a hike. No, I don't know. I went for a walk the other weekend.
Yeah. How'd that
I went up
work
to
out?
Half Island Point. Did we talk about this?
I don't think so. No.
So you know Lawrencetown.
Yeah.
It's just like on the east side of it.
Okay.
East side? North. Oh, hold on. Yeah, the northeast side of it. There's a point out there called Half Island Point. And the
Okay.
walk out there's you can stay on the nice trail for a while, and then you just like take a little right off the main gravel trail onto the wooded trail, and it goes up and it goes it's a little loop around the point. Very
Okay.
easy, like beginner type walk, and it was great. It was lovely.
Sweet.
Yeah.
How long did it
Recommend.
take?
It's about a 4 kilometer round trip,
Okay.
so not long. Pretty
Mm-hmm.
short. Pretty short little thing. Perfect for me.
Right.
It was the right length. Made me feel okay.
Perfect. Well, that's what you want to do. You don't want to go and be like, oh, I wish I never did that. Because then you won't go again.
Yeah, I start with those short ones, those short, easy ones, and just like build up.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just great to get out, and especially when it's like the weather was kind of perfect the day we went, and yeah, it's great. Me and Javo went down.
Nice. Oh, nice. I made that connection. How are they? How's he doing?
It's doing great. Yeah. Yeah. Excited for summer.
Mm-hmm.
Got a lot of music planned for the summer, so
Nice.
yeah, he's doing well. It's a nice little walk. Thing is, that's pretty close to my house. Like it's only about a 20-minute ride, you know.
What happened? Rowie. Hey, Rowie.
Hey, Rowie, how you doing?
21 months.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Rowie, you're the best.
Like, amazing.
I can't believe we've been around this long. I can't believe we've been affiliated for 21 months.
Yeah, that seems weird. I
Just
don't
got
even
off
remember.
work. Well, welcome, Roey. Welcome.
Yeah.
Nice to see
How
you.
was work?
Roey's always working.
He is he's always working.
He's a
He's a hard
hard-working
worker.
fella.
I was just gonna say he's a hard working fella. We're saying a lot of the same things.
No, we're basically the same person.
Basically, you're just off camera.
Ooh, 3:30 a.m. start. What is going on? Are you making the donuts? What are you getting up so early for?
That's unreal.
Oh my god. It's so early.
You grinding the beans?
Jeez, I swear I went to bed at 3:30 at least twice this week.
What's got you up at night? Are you just concerned about the well-being of the planet, or are you just up playing games? Or a little column A, or a little
Why
column
not?
B?
Why can't it be both?
I think it can. That's a just trying to get to the bottom of your issues.
Oh man, I've been having a lot of like weird insomnia lately where it's just I'm so exhausted in the day and then I'm like, "Oh, I can't wait for bedtime." And then bedtime rolls around, I'm wide awake.
Right.
And it's like I've been exhausted all day. You're telling me I can't go to bed right now? This is
When you
not
really
fair.
just want to go to bed, yeah.
And then of course, the thing that gets me is I run into that cycle where you know you need to sleep because you have things to do tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And so the fact that you're not sleeping gets you anxious because you need to go to sleep, and etc.
Yep. Understood.
Food prep wasn't done. Oh, that's not good. You need to
Need
tell
to fire
whoever it
someone.
was that, yeah, fire somebody. Unless it was you that didn't do it.
And then, shh.
Have you been experimenting with the AI lately, Doug?
I have, yeah. I was doing some last weekend, actually. Um, doing some mid-journey stuff for my website. I want to do a reskin, and I was considering like putting images of my artwork in real life scenarios, kind of like you've seen it before, where it's like, imagine this in this room. So, you know, a lot of times people take iStock images of like a living room and put their art on the wall to kind of show what it could look like in a space. So I was just thinking, I might do that. Might not. I don't know. I just wanted to play around with it, but I didn't want to use like an image anyone could get. So I was prompting Midjourney to kind of produce photorealistic different rooms that I could put stuff in just to play with and see how it looks. And if it looks cool, I might use it. And if not, no harm, no foul. Just kind of playing around with interior design at that point.
Oh, that's cool. And did you come up with anything you really liked?
I think so. I mean, in hindsight, simpler is better, and I think I went a bit too complex. Where it's like, it might almost be like, find the art in the photo, as opposed to like, the art's really prominent, and then it just happens to be in a room. So I might have to rethink it, and just simplify it a bit, or even just have like an interesting colored wall, you know, that would actually pop that art a bit more, and just kind of do that. So I probably overdid it, but had a lot of fun doing it. However, I think the end result will probably need to be a little more less busy.
Right. Well, that makes sense. I mean, at least you went through the process to figure that out.
Excuse me. Yeah, no, it was fun to do. I enjoy playing around with it.
Saw this video where a guy was taking. So I didn't know that Midjourney can also describe images that you upload.
Yeah, you can almost. Is it upload, or I was seeing it almost like a link, like as if you had like house it somewhere and then just kind of like even like a Google Drive.
Yeah, you'd need to upload it to be there. So either way, the guy was taking an image, putting it up, getting Midjourney to describe it, and then feeding that back into Midjourney.
Oh, so Midjourney will
It
describe
would generate something.
Yeah.
It would generate something, and then it would take that and have Midjourney describe it.
You're right.
And then it would take that and it would feed it back into Midjourney.
Cool. And what was the results like?
Oh, they got crazier and crazier.
But were they similar to the original image at all?
There's elements that kind of make it through. Like, I guess it all depends on how. Yeah, I mean, yes and no. I think in some cases no, and in some cases yes. But like the first one he's like just gave it an image of a pizza and it described it, and then it added something weird like pepperoni party or something like it used the word party, and then the next image was like these pizza people at a party. Like, just like kept going down like that path, and then at the end there's like this great Taj Mahal made of muffins. You're just like, how did we get here?
Oh wow, that's interesting.
It's like that old telephone game you used to play as a kid.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, AI telephone. Back when I used to have friends, yeah.
Oh, like what I was talking about me, like in kindergarten when they forced you to have friends.
Oh, yeah. You guys live in the same block. You'll be friends. Okay.
You will walk to school together every day.
Yeah.
6 miles. Yeah.
Yeah, uphill.
Uphill in the snow.
Yeah. That's what makes us Canadian.
That's right. The snow. Yeah, maybe I'll go for a walk this weekend too. I'm going to that Taekwondo thing, and that's way up Muscadabat way. So.
Oh yeah, yeah, you were mentioning that. Sounds exhilarating.
So I can go for a walk up there.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Or as I like to call it, Muscadabois. That's how it's spelled.
Oh yeah. Do people like when you say that? Because I doubt they do.
Not the people from Muscadabat, no. But the people on the internet sure do.
Nice. Well, you gotta find your tribe somewhere.
I love Muscadabois. Muscadabois.
Babwa.
So overall, are you finding the AI stuff useful?
I like it. I find it inspiring. I think it's interesting, and I think it's got a place. How about you? Are you scared of it? Are you good with it? How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm not scared of it. I think it does sort of change some things, but I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing.
No, I think some people are quite nervous, but
I don't think we need to be nervous yet. I could see how people are thinking, like, it's doing one thing well right now. Because I'll tell you right now, it's not writing good songs.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think there's any worry there yet.
Well, and the other thing is, people don't know how to prompt it. Generally, you know, like it's not like it's that easy to. You gotta learn how to use it, like any tool.
Yeah. And I think it's a valuable tool. I think there's a lot that can be done with it. But
totally, I think it's a great learning tool.
Yeah, the stuff that it's replacing at this point is like, I feel bad for the data scientists, and I feel bad for the copywriters.
I feel for like concept artists too.
Yeah, I could see how that would be a quick and dirty way to do it.
Totally. I think illustrators are probably a little nervous. But the great thing is, it's very difficult to have it be consistent. So it's not like, unless you were like had that image that you were uploading every time to be like, okay, now have this character in this scenario and describe the scenario. Otherwise, it's just going to do based on what your prompt is. So, you'd have to have your prompt be pretty consistent. But I think another way to strengthen that is having, either you really like that character that was created in AI and reuse that as inspiration, or I think it's just really challenging to have it look really super consistent. But what I'm really interested... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've been looking a bit of at Firefly with Adobe and the demo they did. Did you see that?
I didn't see the demo. I heard about it.
Yeah, so they're just literally using the select tool around a photo of a deer, and then they're just put it in a cityscape, and then it gives it options of the cityscape, and you can try them out and choose it, and then you can be like, okay, put a pond or a reflective surface of a puddle here, highlight it, puts it in, and then circles another area, is put in a red arrow sign there, boom. And it's not like it's clip art, it's using the same light source for all these as well, so it looks cohesive and consistent. It's pretty neat. Now that's the demo, so I know it's done practiced a few times before they're showing it. I'm sure there's lots of ways you could screw it up, but yeah, it looks fun.
So then the question here is that seems like that's a really great tool for somebody who has the aesthetic eye to be able to do that anyway. Now they can just do it faster. So then it does seem like, down the chain from that, people will, there will be less jobs because it can get done quicker.
Yep.
Is that what people are worried about as far as this thing taking jobs? And how is that any different than as Photoshop got better and better, and you didn't need somebody there with an X-Acto knife and
or you didn't need a photographer.
Yeah.
Once you kind of learned how to use filters and things like that, you could just take the pictures with your phone, and you didn't need a professional photographer anymore. But there's still plenty of professional photographers, because I think the basic skills of composition and all that still need to be understood, and also you have to understand storytelling. Even if it can come up with the right assets within that image of a panel, for example, say you're doing a storyboard or a comic or a graphic novel, doesn't mean that it's giving you the right perspective of that view of what's happening. Maybe you need a top view and it just isn't rendering it right, or maybe you just need a point of view from a shoulder and it's not catching it. So yeah, it's really kind of getting to know how it can tell your story effectively, and is it doing it, or because it can't due to its limitations, how else are you going to pivot your story to be as effective within what that tool can do, where if you were illustrating it, you just draw it from that point of view.
Yeah, I'm not going to be suddenly a designer because there's an AI tool that lets you do these things quicker. Just like somebody's not going to be able to code an app just because AI can write the code for you. You still have to know how to do it and how to put it together.
Yep, that's right.
Bia says, I think it doesn't matter how we like or don't like the AI stuff. It's here. We need to learn to live with it. And I think that's right. We need to learn to use it as a tool and utilize it. I think same thing happened with computers as in general as a tool. Once they became more and more mainstream, and we'll see that with AI. We saw it with the internet as well. People were like, the internet's just a fad. I think it was it Prince or something that put a record out in the newspaper, as an insert in the newspaper, because he said the internet's a passing fad.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
But if you're an early adopter and you embrace it early, you're going to be better off.
I think so. I think so. Or at least you're aware. And if you're that way, then you'd be like, run.
Oh, okay. So Prince did say the internet was over. He said he meant mainly as a revenue stream for musicians. Which, I mean, if you look at what Spotify pays people, he was kind of right.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm feeling pretty good with this for now.
I think it looks fantastic.
Oh, thanks. From where it started to where it was going. Well, thanks.
No, thank you, and thank you for being here. Always a pleasure.
Yeah. What's on the go for the rest of your evening? You gonna watch the hockey game, or do you care? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's briefly have a quick chat about that before we go.
Sure.
How about Florida? What the heck?
I think it's kind of great. I also, as a result of what's happening, feel Toronto shouldn't be freaking out like they are, because the best team in history was put out by Florida. Then Toronto was put out by Florida. And now a team that was better than Toronto was put out by Florida. So
arguably better.
Yeah. So I don't think they need to be freaking out the way they're freaking out.
Well, and same with last year, right? If you looked at last year, who knocked them out? The team that year before.
Yeah.
Well, even the last four. No, who knocked them out last year?
I want to say Boston, but that's not true.
No. Tampa?
I thought it was Tampa. I thought Tampa put them out 2 years in a row.
The year that Tampa won, that's who put the Leafs out.
Yep.
The year that Montreal lost in the finals, that's who put Toronto out.
Yep.
This year, Florida makes it to the finals, that's who put Toronto out. So it's like every year that they've been put out in the last 5, or let's say 4 or 5, because I don't remember one of them.
Yep.
That team made it to the finals. So I don't like. Yes, these have been the best Toronto teams. There's, in years and years and years, and of course, it's just the way that the people are there. They're so, I don't know, just like fire everybody.
Yeah. And I don't think there's a need. I think that was a bad move, getting rid of the GM.
Oh, me too. I think.
I would have signed him for 2 years, and finished out those other contracts to see what he could do.
I also think that I think it's short-sighted. I think he's the best GM they've had.
Yeah.
The moves that he made, I have some friends that say any monkey could have made those moves and built that team with the core four, and I don't agree.
No, I don't agree at all.
Some of those moves were like really, really smart.
The O'Reilly and Akari one, great move.
Yeah.
Great move.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the McCabe move and Lafferty was good. I think the Gustafson one was questionable. But they got a first rounder out of that, so that's something.
I also think if they played Gustafson more, we might have seen whether or not it was good, because when he played, he seemed okay.
Yeah, agreed.
But I guess they had Timmins. They didn't need him. But yeah.
Agreed. I think they would have been smarter to move Riley and keep Sandin. because then it would have given them some cap flexibility. However, I do understand at the trade deadline there might not have been anyone who was willing to take on Riley's contract.
Well, I also think that he's one of the heart of the team guys. To move him right before the playoffs would have been a mistake.
You might not say that if they were still in the playoffs.
So Morgan Riley in that first series was, up until Matthews put it on at the end, was the only one doing anything out of the bunch.
In the second round or first round?
First round. Second round, nobody was doing anything.
Nylander was amazing in the second round. He just couldn't get it in the net. He was by far
how
their best
amazing
player.
is he?
He's amazing. He just needs help. Can't do everything. He was on every line. He was flying. His energy never subsided. He was in the corners. He was shots on net were unreal. He hit a hot goalie.
A lot.
He hit a hot goalie.
And I think I swear if Bobrovsky wasn't the way that he was, Toronto would have destroyed them.
Yep.
Because Toronto outplayed them probably, well, how many periods were there? Like, there's 5 games and 15 periods.
Yeah.
Toronto outplayed them at least 11 of those 15 periods.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter if you've got a goalie that you can't get the puck past.
No, it's true. And a goalie
Anyway.
who they essentially were saying were washed up. So, yeah.
So, Vegas, Florida, how are you feeling? What are you thinking?
I think I'm feeling I'd like Florida to win. I'm kind of impressed by them now. Vegas, I don't know. I think I struggle with how that team's run, just based off the fact of like there's no loyalty to anything. Like the coaches, the players, they've been in the league, 5-6 years, and they've had 3 or 4 coaches.
Which is crazy because they've made the playoffs and gone
every year. Yeah.
So why do you need to fire your coach?
It's insane to me, but they do it. But yeah, so I normally like that attitude of doesn't matter, just win, like go for it. Kind of like as if it was fantasy hockey. But yeah, I kind of just feel like Florida built their team. They were the best team last year in terms of like points. This year they had a bit of an off year, but they went out and got a better player and really made a difference for them. So
holy crap, is that ever paying off, eh?
Unreal. Yeah. So, if there was another player like him out there, I think the Leafs should look at moving Marner for him. But because I'd say Marner's like a Huberdeau. But I don't know that there is another player like that out there.
I think Marner looks worse on the Leafs than he actually is. He's a 100-point player.
Agreed. He just doesn't drive the play. He's a perimeter guy.
He's a what?
A perimeter guy.
I mean, he's a playmaker and he needs a scorer on his lines.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I honestly think that he's the best player on the Leafs, just all around. So
yeah, but he
I
just
don't like the idea of moving him.
He just doesn't. I don't think they need to move any of them. I think they need to move Riley's money and they need to move Murray's money.
Murray can go away. He didn't do a damn thing.
He's hurt
We
all
talked
year.
about that here when they picked him up, and I'm like, I don't like it.
Yeah, no, makes no sense. And Wall's a better goalie anyway, so I don't know how they're going to get rid of that contract, but they got to try.
Well, we'll see. Tonight's
Yeah.
the Vegas No, it was. What's
Yeah.
what's tonight?
Vegas.
That Las Vegas game.
It will be, I think.
Yeah, Dallas doesn't look like it's doing anything.
I stopped paying attention, to be honest. I haven't watched any of this round. I don't care.
It's hard to watch the West games.
Yeah.
Even though they moved them earlier now.
Yeah. I think the game's on now, actually, or starting soon.
Yeah, starts right now.
So.
Well, thank you everybody for being here and
Yeah.
listening to us yabber about hockey at the end of the stream. But it's
all good.
It's
That's what we do. We yammer. It's yammer time.
All right. Well, have a wonderful weekend, everybody, and we'll hope to see you next week.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out and putting up with us.
All right, everybody. Take care. See you later.
Bye-bye.